Every time a modern studio casts a black actor in a Greek mythology adaptation, the internet reliably explodes with outrage over historical accuracy. But the people arguing that these casting choices violate the lore are about 2,800 years late. The ancient Greeks themselves wrote about, revered, and deified a black African king. The proof is sitting in the oldest text of Western literature, Homer's Iliad, specifically in Book 1, lines 423 to 425. In those lines, Achilles' mother needs an immediate favor from Zeus, but she can't reach him because the king of the gods, along with the entire Olympian pantheon, has abandoned Mount Olympus for a 12-day feast with the, quote, blameless Ethiopians. This makes the Ethiopians a complete anomaly in Greek theology. They aren't a target of divine punishment or a tool for a larger plot. They are the only mortal community in the mythological canon that the gods actively seek out for joyous, voluntary communion. Later in the Trojan War cycle, after the death of Troy's greatest champion, Hector, the city is desperate. The Trojan defense is collapsing, and they require a new hero from the edges of the earth. That hero is Memnon. He arrives with a massive army to break the Greek siege. He is the king of the Ethiopians, and by blood, he is King Priam's own nephew. The ancient poets constructed Memnon to be the perfect mirror to Achilles. Both are demigods. Achilles is the son of the sea nymph Thetis, while Memnon is born to Eos, the goddess of the dawn. When they step onto the battlefield, both men wear impenetrable, custom-forged armor, and both suits of armor were hammered out by the exact same divine smith, Hephaestus. These mirrored traits are highly deliberate. The texts meticulously frame Memnon as the single warrior in the entire Trojan epic who stood as an absolute equal to Achilles. According to the lost Herodotus epic, their climactic duel is so violent and so evenly matched that the gods themselves cannot decide who should win. To resolve it, Zeus invokes a cosmic law known as psychostasia, or the weighing of souls. He places the fates of the two warriors on golden scales to let the universe decide. The balance slowly tips against Memnon, and he finally falls to Achilles' blade. His mother, the dawn goddess Eos, is consumed by grief. According to the myth, the morning dew we see on the grass today is the physical manifestation of her eternal tears for her fallen son. Moved by her sorrow and by Memnon's incredible valor, Zeus does something exceptionally rare. He grants the slain king immortality. Memnon transcends death. He isn't sent to the underworld like Hector or eventually Achilles himself. He is elevated to become a peer of the gods. This reverence survives in hard physical archaeology from 6th century BCE Athens. This is an ancient Greek black figure pottery vessel. Master painters from the era, like Exekius, explicitly depicted Memnon and his Ethiopian attendants as black Africans. Looking closely at the rendered figures in combat, you can see distinct physical features and silhouettes. The artists went out of their way to visually confirm they were painting African warriors fighting at Troy. To the ancient Greeks, the word Ethiopian literally translated to burnt face. Their cosmological worldview held that these people had dark skin because their kingdom lay closest to the path of the rising sun. Being scorched by the sun carried no racial stigma. It was viewed as a profound geographic blessing. It meant the Ethiopians lived physically and spiritually closest to the divine. We can visit a physical monument tied to this belief in Egypt. These are the Colossi of Memnon, two massive 60-foot stone statues built around 1350 BCE. In 27 BC, an earthquake cracked the northern statue. Shortly after, it began emitting a high-pitched musical sound every morning right at sunrise. Ancient Greek and Roman tourists flocked to the site. When they heard that sound at dawn, they were convinced they were listening to the legendary King Memnon greeting his mother, Eos. The presence of a highly respected black hero in the Trojan War is not an invention of modern revisionists. It is etched into the oldest, most authentic bedrock of the Western classical tradition.